I was gonna start singing the song, but nothing came to mind.
Maybe for the best.
Alright.
Maybe something from the blues since we're all in quarantine.
Nah.
Okay, and on the page I have open to the stream, it officially popped up. We're going.
Alrighty then.
Okay, I'm going to start doing blink bombing.
Nagurdy.
Okay.
That was a resolution of an internal thought that became an external word.
Okay.
I think we all have those moments.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yee.
Taily. What you doing, Taily? She's been a bit of a brat today. I get up for all of 2 minutes, and I come back to Tally sitting on my chair and refusing to get out.
That just sounds like my dog.
Good baby.
My dog does that to my grandpa all the time. My grandpa will get out of bed or get up off his chair, and Duke's already sitting there like, "It's mine now."
He's a baby and I love him.
He is a baby.
Steal him.
Hi, Tally.
All I just heard Andy say was kill him.
No, I'm gonna steal him.
That makes more sense for you.
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather
Yeah,
you
baby.
not kill my dog.
Floofy baby. You floofy baby.
And I am going to steal him. He's very much a baby.
Yeah, he is.
Hello, you floofy baby.
I might be distracted with hugging Myth too much.
Maybe.
Oh, shoot, I just remembered a thing. Are you guys okay with us taking a moment before we get started into everything for me to play the birthday song? Because my birthday is Saturday.
Yeah, do.
Okay, I will
Become birth.
get that pulled up real fast.
Don't like that.
Don't like what?
The way Ash said that.
What? Become birth?
Yes. Don't like that.
I could post something else you don't like.
Don't.
Anyway, I don't have birthday putu set up, so just song. I'm just gonna play it on stream and then I'll share the link to you guys in game chat. Okay.
Okay.
Birthday is a doodly-doo, a ding-dong doodly-doodly ding-dong-doo. A birthday, how do you do? Open presents, cake is too. A good thing to have on a birthday day is ice cream and presents coming your way. 'Cause presents are good to open up. Hope there's something good inside for me. It's a birthday time of year for you. Happy birthday, doodly-doo. Birthday is a good time. Eat up the chocolate cake all night. Lollipop, sweet tooth, got it on your face. Put on the birthday time of year. Ice cream's cold if you eat it fast. A birthday doodly, birthday do. Birthday, woo, woo. Birthday doodly
Myth's
ding.
birthday is on Monday.
Do birthday, woo-hoo. It's a birthday, woo. Birthday.
Floofy baby.
Well, then I guess that could count for the both of us then, eh, Myth?
Sure.
I'm weird and I like that song, okay?
Birthdays a doodly doo.
Alrighty then, but... So, I think now we're ready to do our introductions real fast, and then Ash can do the session recap.
Yeah.
Andy.
I don't think she hears us.
Andy,
What?
it's intro time.
Hi.
Okay.
Andy. Please.
Oh, okay then. Nah. That was just my cat. Hello everybody, I'm Armored Hunter, and this is gonna be an interesting session. That's all I'll say.
Hello everybody, I am the Danny Boop, I do the stream, I turned the 31s on Saturday, and I am working toward making it a habit of taking a daily walk right now. I am on 11 days in a row at this point.
Nice.
I am the Fail Trolls, and I play Failsy. I may or may not be derailing the whole campaign.
I think we're putting
I-
that pretty firmly.
I mean,
in
at this
yes.
point, the campaign is not on any rails, my friend.
I am Methosia. I am here. As always.
He's also having a birthday soon.
Yeah, it's fine.
He is also a man capable of birth.
No.
Just don't tell anyone.
No.
I said that exactly the way I wanted to.
I'm well fucking aware. Doesn't mean I can't wholeheartedly disapprove of that.
I'm eating curry. Let me swallow my bite and I'll do my introduction. Introduction, not insurrection. That's a different thing.
That is a different thing.
That's a very different thing. I guess in a way that it kind of is still an introduction, but a much more violent one. Anyways.
Yeah. I guess.
Hello everyone, I'm Ash, or Jim, doesn't matter. I am DM person, I make the game go. Meanwhile, these people make the game go poof. But it's
Sure.
fun. And now I have to say, last time on the Scattered Realms, Session 36, our band of intrepid adventurers, Kenta the Seductress Bard, Dravinche the Human Dancer, Morrigan the Hexblade Warlock, Failsy the Sorcerer, and Brimstone. I have nothing clever to put here. I'm choking on saliva!
Don't do that.
It went down the wrong tube.
It's generally not good for you.
And Brimstone choking on saliva.
No.
It's too late, it's happened. I've made it canon. I'm the DM. The party entered the lower reaches of the Flagora Desert and started to explore and traverse its sands. Finding their cart moves slower, but still ever forward thanks to its lacking of any basic needs except for sunlight. During the journey they wandered and ended one of their days near a spire made entirely of rainbow fractaled glass. And thanks to a small bit of advice paid for with a precious trinket from Morrigan, they learned the mountain's name and purpose, and we now find ourselves as the party spends the last day before waiting yet another moonfall to be able to enter this place. So yes, you all have 1 day. We're gonna try to push past this fairly quickly. But you have 1 day before the nightfall that would lead to you guys entering this domain. Because you have been instructed very thoroughly that you should not enter it during the daytime hours.
Just playing music.
So we had Charles, if I recall correctly,
Yes, Charles.
doing a bit of a fly around the northwestern quadrant as we were going to explore the southwestern quadrant.
Yes. I believe we resolved that last session with you all not finding a whole lot.
I did.
Sorry.
Something like that, yeah.
We ended basically. It's like, all right, it's going to be like now a few hours till nighttime, and then.
If you all wanted, you could press forward. Because at this point, you're not right next to the Glass Mountain. You would be more in this quadrant still where you were exploring the previous day.
We just take the time we have and head back towards the spire, just so we're there when it hits night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's now getting windy. I'm sorry if you hear my room shift around me.
Can't really hear anything on that end.
No, you're fine. Alright. You were slightly closer towards the Glass Mountain, but because you had to pick Failsy back up, who was wandering towards it.
Yep.
But you're still in the quadrant to the southeast.
Feels
Southwest.
Like
Alright then. There is no music playing right now, I just realized that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I believe we ended on starting the search in the southwest quadrant from the Glass Mountain.
Yeah, I don't remember if you guys ever found anything, so I'll just start with the search. So let's go ahead and do those rolls. Just to see if you
Okay.
guys find anything before everything. Alright, so who is wanting to helm searching whilst Charles searches the other quadrant?
Da Vinci will helm search as well as I guess anyone else who would.
I was gonna say Keta with her better perception would ask if she could borrow the scope.
Okay. It's fine.
I suck at this job. I have no perception.
Failsy, who has found one object already in this place. I suck at this job.
I'll make a roll to help, though.
It's not really so much of rolling to help. If one of you is providing assistance to the other,
There's
then
advantage.
one person who wants to can roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Wells will provide assistance. She just has no perception to actually do the roll.
You can help me.
Alright.
So Keta roll with advantage and Da Vinci roll normal.
I'll help.
Just
Alright.
have everyone standing on the top of the card, looking around in all directions.
I'd imagine at least Keta is probably up in the front with Failsley.
No, everyone takes a corner and starts scanning.
Be suddenly a group of gargoyles on this cart.
Well, that's a roll.
Keta, if you wonder why things happen to you,
This is why!
I would point out that you did have advantage, Keta, but you don't need it.
Do you want me to roll just to see what I get?
No, because you can't get higher. Unless you
Suddenly.
break the dice roller.
Rolls
Somehow.
and naturally and somehow gets like triple. You see the infinite. You see the infinite infinites.
Sure, roll again. See if it's another net 20.
Want it to be another 20 though.
Let's see what happens.
It's another 20. Though.
A soft 20.
Yes.
Not too
It's a
bad.
dirty 20.
But you had the natural 20. Alright then. Let me check to see if my notes have anything for this quadrant, because there might be nothing, even if you roll nat 20.
Yeah, if you're wondering why shit happens, this is why. This is why shit happens.
Oh nope, you spotted a big old monster. Roll initiative.
Failsy, you need to not talk while I'm rolling dice.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
Stop that!
Well,
I was just pointing out the worst possible. But, oh shit.
Yeah,
something that both of you notice, actually. Because you both have a high enough perception to notice this in the distance. Dravince notices it a little less because he does not have the spyglass assistance, but you both do notice it. It's quite a ways off in the distance, but you just see a plume of sand, like a sand geyser, shooting up into the air.
Is that the telltale signs of a groboid? I forget what the actual creature was.
It's a sandworm.
Yeah, the sandworm thing.
Usually, yeah. That's a very big sand geyser, though.
I don't like the look of that over there. Failsy, do you know anything about that?
What would that be a roll for?
This would be a base intelligence roll, because it's not really a history check, it's not really a nature check. It's just based on what Failsy knows. So just make an intelligence check.
That's pretty much the same thing.
I know.
It's like,
So roll the dice.
Alright.
7.
demons. It's demons.
Just give like the snapped fingers pointing into the air, like you know exactly what you're talking about. Just demons.
I don't want to deal with it, demon. Can we go back?
I'm 15% sure that it's demons.
The other 85%.
I have no freaking clue.
Okay then. Well, it better than nothing. It probably would be best if we avoid that.
You guys do both make note that it is so far in the distance that you're barely seeing it with the naked eye, and with the spyglass you're just catching a hint of it.
So please let us go. Go.
Is it to the north or to the south?
It is further towards the south, further towards the southwest of your current position. It's not due south of your current position, but it's almost due south. Southwest.
Could be another sandworm. So, there you
Check
go.
quickly. Check the watch, the compass to see if, like, similar to the mountain, does it sway in a direction that could indicate?
It's still generally wavering between northwest to southwest.
Okay, so still more direct westward. So likely it's not going to be whatever it is we're looking for isn't in that column of sand.
You don't get the sense, but you're also not certain.
Well, if we go too far west and it spins round back towards that thing, well, we'll know where it is. It'll be that's a nice big landmark of death.
Yeah, hopefully at some point it would turn around.
You know, it might be Brimstone's dad. Probably no, and then we're really fucked.
I'm doing it.
Given everything Brimstone said, if we had any indication that that was Brimstone's dad over there, we better just turn around right now.
Brimstone having Vietnam flashbacks.
If he can hear us up on the roof.
I mean, can I?
You can like hear their voices, but you can't make out like super distinct words.
Okay.
But you do at one point just hear Brimstone and Dad in the same sentence, and it makes your spine just go.
Just look outside. What the fuck are you on?
Nothing, we just see a giant pillar of sand, like a tornado of sand in the far distance.
Is it a tornado or like a sort of explosion-ish thing?
It looks like a water spout, but it's made of sand. And as you guys are watching, it stops.
Uh,
So it's short-lived.
it
Yeah,
was a.
Like, he gets up there in time to see it.
Okay.
You won't have any idea what that would be.
Nope.
Well, given the time we. Sorry?
We searched here. I was gonna say, well, we searched here. Do we need to search anymore? Because I don't want to go to where that was.
Well, it seems like this section of desert doesn't have anything for us, so let's head back. Hopefully meet up with Charles.
I gotta roll for Charles. Let's see what Charles discovers, if anything. Alright. So you guys just start making your way back towards your initial starting point?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Which is more or less the outskirts of the Glass Mountains range. It's a single mountain, so it's technically not a mountain range, but it's where you can just see the mountain from. Alright, so you all head back there, and it's getting towards nightfall before you see this little white speck just appear in the sky and start heading towards you. Little white speck that you know to be Charles, as he's just gently flapping his way down to you all.
Get her ready a bowl of water.
She's just pulling out like a bowl of water and just like holding out like here you go, the good boy.
Thank you.
She's kept scritching him and like making sure all like any sand is out of the feathers and all.
Doesn't really seem to have any sand in his feathers, but does just submerge his entire head in the bowl of water for a couple of seconds.
Like kind of scared, just giving him all the good scratches and before we question him.
Yeah. You do notice that when he landed, he was carrying a small bag with him.
Oh,
Like he had a bag, a small like little sack clutched in one of his talons. And like as he's walking around, he's like bouncing and hopping on one foot while holding it out.
take it if you take it. I would take it.
All right. It's not super heavy. It's what appears to be sort of like a small linen pouch with a just normal like leather strap tying it close. The leather looks very dry, but then again, it's not that surprising considering where you are.
So, can I get a look inside the pouch?
Sure, you just you untie the string and look inside.
I do.
All right. Yeah, I'm just making sure what you're doing.
And sorry, I don't know if my microphone's picking me or not.
All good. You do that, and your hair is immediately just blown back by a rush of warm wind.
It's a bag of wind.
Can I see that?
I know what it is. Hold on. So this is it.
It's like you just had a hairdryer pointed at your face at like full blast. It's like leaving that like tingly red sensation on your skin. And I say red, not hot, because we all know that feeling.
I mean, we could always just ask him what it is.
Bird shrug.
Where did you find this, Charles?
In a box. Old house.
A house?
Old house. Broken.
There was an old house in the desert?
Yes.
Was there anything inside it other than this bag?
The talons curl to make just 1 point forward, and he just points at the bag.
This is all you can find in it.
Didn't look hard. Can't carry much.
Oh, that's fair. Can Da Vinci analyze this bag to see if it's has any kind of elemental affiliation with air and wind?
I mean,
Just do an Arcana check on it.
Keta opened the bag and it shot wind out of it. Otherwise, it just looks like a cloth bag.
Dang, I'm just gonna hand it over to Failsy and ask if she can identify. I go, can you like find out what this is? I know you have that weird magic that can find out what things are.
She was hot. That was currently holding a flask that has suffered bondage, and was like, sure, I can take a look at that as well.
Thank you.
First time any of you all have seen that flask.
Where'd you get that?
Out in the desert.
You
Okay.
found it out in the desert?
Yeah, I found it last night.
Huh.
Where's my spells?
That's no more weird than me coming across the little merchants and getting a hat from them.
Yes, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So you're gonna ritual cast Identify on the bag or the flask?
I'll do the bag first.
Alright.
Maybe crack it open, take a look and see if there's anything inside it first.
Alright.
Just a bag of, or if the bag's actually magic.
You cast Identify on it. The bag itself does not appear to be magic, which is odd to you, but you are able to identify its contents while contacting the bag. A pearl of desert wind.
Pearl
It
of-
is. Sorry, I was going to continue describing it. This is a homebrew item.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab my notepad of odd shit.
I love that title you have for a failsy. Notepad of odd shit.
but yes, it is a Pearl of Desert Wind. It's not a magically enchanted item. You get that from your ritual casting. It is actually a naturally occurring item. It is a pearl that, as it decomposes, rapidly releases air. And it does so whenever it comes in contact with natural air. You get the sense that the more contact it has with air, the more expansion it will provide faster. While it is contained within this bag, it essentially has the ability to cast the spell Gust or Wall of Wind. Wait, I think that's the right.
Yeah.
Wind Wall? I have to make sure that's the right spell I'm thinking of. Sorry, let me get my notes. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Wind Wall. Yep.
No, it is the Gust of Wind spell. Sorry. Wind Wall is a different spell. I was getting that confused.
No, fair.
Yes, it casts the Gust of Wind spell, and it currently, you get this because of it charges. As long as it's within this small pouch, it can be opened for a total of 3 more minutes before the pearl will completely decay.
Mind if I hold on to it?
Here's a question. Does Felzy explain that to everyone?
Just make sure I got all the notes down for the pearl.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird little magic item.
Yeah. Pearl of Desert Wind. Natural. Releases air on contact with air. While in bag can cast Gust of Wind. 3 minutes worth of pearl left.
Yep.
It's a rapid decaying pearl that's inside the bag. Best keep it in the bag. Otherwise, if you pull it out, you'll probably cause a tornado. The more air you like expose it to, the more air it throws out until the whole pearl's dead and gone.
Felzy, if you would not mind also make an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yep. Because you might discover something because of identifying this item.
Arcana. 9.
Never mind. Continue on your day.
Do you mind if I hold on to it, Dervinci? I mean, you already have a lot of things relating to wind and all.
I mean, I guess I do have some ideas of being able to use it. And wind and the power of air is my speciality.
An idea of how I can use it that might be beneficial to me not dying.
You mean pushing people who charge into your face back?
Oh, it's the fact of like I fly. Well, you know how I fly.
In either case, guys, this only has about 3 minutes worth of air left.
So it's not exactly a repeatable plan.
Well, it's at
No
least
one-
a good safety net.
No, unfortunately, that pearl is already fairly decayed.
It's pretty old. Like, open the bag up, it'll throw air out like wind. But if you pull it out, you'll probably have a instant tornado for a few seconds.
Now, admittedly, one idea I have
Falsey just
is
palms it off to Keta to argue with Dravenche over.
Keta's just gonna put it in her shirt.
well, one
Tin
idea
bag.
I have is if that pearl's been pushed by, say, Gust, the Gust cantrip, would it potentially make a large explosion of wind that could be useful against large groups or large creatures?
About 3 minutes.
That's not exactly.
It's just including the pearl in it. It is again only 3 minutes.
No, I mean as a one-time use. Whip out the pearl, blast it with as much air as I can, and boom.
At that point, you might as well just reach in, grab the pearl, and throw it. Expose it to all the air in the immediate area.
Fine,
If you
I want
want
it.
If I was gonna say, if you want the desert pearl, I would want to trade.
Shouldn't I get trade?
If you would, I will get you some pumpkin seeds if you let me have it right now.
No.
Charles
gonna
looks
bother with
between
this.
both of you, and then sticks one of his talons out and just makes a grabby hand towards you, Keta.
He's doing gimme motion.
That or it's like shake.
If it's for a shake, Keta will shake his claw.
It is not for a shake. He wants the bag back.
Reach into her shirt. What are you gonna do with this? Aren't you just gonna give it to Madame Elway?
He continues making grabby hand motion.
Gib.
Like that's a bargaining chip. For good.
He's saying give me.
Keta's gonna get on eye level with Charles.
Are you going to give him the bag?
She's gonna hold out the bag to him
He takes it.
and and go, if I get you pumpkin seeds, will you give that to me then?
He looks at Dravenche. He's waiting for a counter argument.
He's waiting for the counter offer.
I'll get you a whole pumpkin.
It's a wise bird.
Adventure is like, do I bargain with a bird?
It's not looking good for adventure here.
Don't have these gems.
Well, I'm fine. I'm fine with just giving it up to Keta. The most I can offer you is something like, I don't know, giving you some decorative jewelry. Put a bit of bling on you.
Time for some behind the scenes rolling.
Pumpkin or jewelry? Pumpkin or jewelry?
Food.
Alright,
Great.
so he looks at Keta. He seems interested. Pumpkins are delicious. Dravenche mentions jewelry, and you see the tiny beady eyes just light up.
Something cool for once.
Brown.
Hmm?
He takes one of his wings and taps the top of his head. Crown.
You have to make him a crown now.
Well, I'll take some of that some of that silver wire I have, and
Vincent, you already have the cool elemental gems.
No, you have the light. You have the thunder one.
No, I
I've
don't.
got the. Didn't
Is that you
Halsey
gave
give
her-
you?
No. It was never stated that Keto was given it.
She was the only one that made use of it.
When Da Vinci had made mention that he could use it then eventually, and then Keto was like, well, I can't really put up a fight with it.
Hmm. Because I thought that Da Vinci had the lightning one. Get
Well,
to have
apparently,
the
Da Vinci
thunder one.
must have both of them. He could give it over
Yeah.
now.
I have it nowhere on me. And I make sure to mark down everything I got.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh, right. I was going to research them a bit. Sure. You can have this. Have the thunder one, and we'll talk later about how to put that into use. Okay?
I mean, I don't think I could put it on the guitar. Find a way.
So we could try
I mean-
again to affix the gem thing.
Yeah.
Let's not put it in my arm.
No, we'll just somehow embed it into the guitar and somehow blow it up.
Wouldn't it be easy to just kind of make a charm out of it to hang off of the guitar?
That's admittedly more what I was thinking.
If you can make a pick out of it.
Is it small enough for that?
I mean, it's large enough that if you carved it, it could be turned into a pick.
Would it still work? Like a
I'd
gem?
be worried about compromising the elemental properties, but
So my idea
But-
was maybe you put metal around it and then you kind of shape it to look like a pick.
Isn't it the size of
But-
like a tennis ball?
let's
It's not the size of a
let's
tennis
just-
ball. It's like the size of a golf ball.
Mm.
It's not.
let's
It's not small, but it's not big.
let's discuss this later.
Fine.
Anyways,
Gonna like
Char-
for right now just put it in her guitar.
Charles 1 foot hops over to you, Da Vinci, and offers you the bag.
He will take the bag and we'll say, okay, once we do the thing that we plan to do tonight, I will immediately start making you that crown.
Better.
I just made a deal with a bird.
Oh, come on, you've made deals with weirder things.
Yes, what's so strange about making a deal with a bird?
Hi, Murder
She's been there the whole time. She didn't just randomly appear.
I mean, she's always there.
Well, as long as he's just making deals with the bird and not anything else.
Maybe like a
What?
devil, a god, any kind of fae that would kill us.
Ooh,
That is me.
what about a fey bird?
That's what he is?
No, Charles is a raven.
I mean, as long as he's like only making deals.
Suggesting that he might fuck a bird.
I think he would.
Why do you think I'd be the one to end up making a deal with some horrible thing?
It's not a
Because you're
deal.
the one that has interacted with the most entities out of all of us.
I didn't make deals. I gave my word.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get a nap before we go into this weird killer.
Anyway, what's this thing? Fauzi's been trying to identify on the second thing. The bondage flask.
Yes, the bondage flask. Let me get my notes.
I like that that's what we're calling it. Or at least that's what Failsy's calling it.
That's what it is now.
I
Well,
mean,
someone wrapped chains around this flask.
Specifically, it's an iron flask that does not have chains wrapped around it. It has chains engraved into it.
Okay.
The
So
only-
it's
Yeah. It's like half flask, half decanter, with the fact that it actually has like the flipped open. It has like the flip open lid that is in of itself a lock. I got to do a thing.
iron flask. Rolled a 4 on it, by the way. Apparently.
Rolled a 4 on what?
4 on what? You made me roll a d4 when I picked it up.
Yes.
So I just marked that down in case that was important.
It is, but I did already have that noted. I'm just rolling something else behind the scenes at the moment.
Oh, okay, that's not ominous.
Are you rolling for the thing to attack me for identifying it?
No.
Or what's in it.
No peeking.
So, you identify this item as an iron flask.
Huh.
Which is weird, considering that's exactly what it looks like. You do get a inkling of a sensation that this item currently is inert. It is empty and has nothing inside of it, despite the fact that it seems to sound like it has something inside of it. You get a strange sense of magic from it, but the magic currently seems dormant. Almost like it was damaged by something.
Are you broken?
So
How
what do you have there, Failsy?
It's an iron flask.
Well, yeah.
That's literally what it's called. I have no idea what it is.
That's a bit on the fucking nose, ain't it?
Wait, it's magic?
It smells magic.
You're getting a distinct feeling of abjuration magic from it, Failsy.
Some sort of abjuration magic's been used on it, or it makes it, or...
That's not ominous.
I mean, is there anything inside of it, or?
It's empty at the moment.
Huh.
Sounds like it's got something in it.
Yeah, it's really bizarre, Failsy. Your magic literally told you it was empty. You have no idea why the spell specifically specified that it's empty.
Is this a prison in a bottle?
Maybe.
If I get this open, am I going to get dragged inside?
Let's not open
Let's-
it right now.
Let's not
Counter.
test that. If it's gonna drag you in, I'd rather not have to report back to your wife and your mother-in-law that you got trapped in a bottle.
Yeah, I think they'd expect it of her.
We can at least get back the bottle.
Well, I mean, if anybody'd be able to get her out reliably, it would be them. Because I know I wouldn't know how to do it.
What were you saying, Failsy?
Is the lock a part of the same item? Like, I know it's fixed to the item, but is it the same kind of magic
No,
item?
it
or-
is a different magic item that has been fused to it. it has a completely different magical feeling around it that was not identified by your spell.
This bit is different though. This thing bit my lockpick and broke it.
It
Wait,
what?
I did?
Might be a mimic.
Well,
No, like a tiny little creature that looks like another creature. Most of the times I've heard them like take the form of a chest. And then they bite your hand off when you go to reach in.
Fuzzy's got a finger on lock, trying to poke it.
You poke the lock, and doesn't bite your finger.
By the way, does anyone know the mending spell?
Give me a second. Hey, look.
He pulls out the pieces of a lockpick. Been bitten in half.
I do not know.
Oh, I've never really been good at fixing things other than carts, sorry.
I
I think my mom knows that spell though, but she's not here. And I think I can
Oh.
actually eventually learn.
I guess the closest one of us would be either Brimstone or I, because we both can work with metal.
No, there's a specific spell called Mending.
Okay, but both of you are saying that you don't know it.
What about you, Zorinta? Do you know it? Do you know magic?
Oh. Ugh. I could try to fix it.
It's like I know Lee knows mending, but that's in the form of paper mache.
How are you? You know what? If you don't do sparkle magic, then how are you gonna fix it?
Maybe he's got a welder.
I'll do my best. He just like holds out his giant green hand to Filzy.
Well, it's better than what I could do with it. Here you go.
Alright then.
My best try for it would be to cast firebolt on it and try and weld it back.
Is very intensely staring at him to see if he's doing magic.
You intensely stare at him as he mixes up a bunch of wheat paste, starts dragging linen cloths through it, just like, tink, wrap, 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 wrap.
It's literally paper mache. Okay.
He wraps
You know-
the entire non-working end of the lockpick in this. It's not paper mache because there's no paper involved, but yeah.
He gave my lockpick a fucking cast.
Yep. Hey, Kenta, make a perception check.
Yes. Give me a second. No, 20 page. Dean.
There's a split second where he looks up and starts to move to hand it back to Failsy, where you see like this paper mache wrap around it glow. And
Cat,
Failsy.
Kata, what the fuck?
Just use magic.
let it go.
Oh, he used magic.
Yes, he somehow made my lockpick like 3 times thicker.
Only the handle part of it, not.
He's
Not the actual pick.
Well, thank you, big guy.
No problem.
I'm not going to risk it for this, and she'll prestidigitation a copy of the lockpick
All right.
to see what happens if she try and shoves that into the lock.
All right. You try to put the prestidigitation lockpick into the lock.
Yeah.
It immediately snaps closed and crushes the lockpick, dispelling it instantly.
That's what happened
You all,
last time.
yeah, you all see as like the actual. It's not like it closes like teeth. It's like the actual edges of the lock cinch shut around the pick, and it shatters.
Huh.
Honor check on that lock.
Could have used that when I was in the fucking military.
Yeah, that-
Couchy, you can attempt one, but I can't guarantee you'll get anything because you don't really have a lot of context for this.
It's just again, it's just mild curiosity. 19.
It vaguely reminds you of some of the other like arcane enchanted locks you've seen like high-ranking officials have on stuff. But it looks so simple in make, and the fact that it's fused to another magical item makes it look completely foreign to you.
No. My aunt
What I-
has a similar kind of lock on one of her chests, and she told me not to go touch it, and I touched it, and then it snapped closed on the thing that I was trying to pry open the lock with. So it kind of looks like that, but like the fact that it's fused to the bottle is kind of weird.
I wonder, can I try identifying spell but holding only the lock?
Yeah, you can attempt to identify just the lock.
Let's see if I can get ounces out of this lock.
Alrighty then.
What are
I-
you? I suppose
You-
I'm gonna...
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Yep. You identify this as the Pickmaster's Bane.
Oh. It has a name.
Yes. It is a legendary item.
Oh, shit.
It is a lock that refuses to be picked and cannot be dispelled via magical means short of anything other than the wish spell.
So you need the key.
Yes.
Hmm.
Does Failsy tell us about it?
I just imagine Failsy cannot contain the light in her eyes as she witnesses the amount of magic coming off of this thing when she identifies it. So essentially how it works is once it's been placed onto an object, it permanently seals that object shut until it is either you either use the wish spell to unseal it or you have the correct key.
If you break it open.
It cannot be broken because it is a legendary tier magical item.
So let me get this straight. Failsy found 2 legendary tier magical items at once, and they're both unusable as of right now.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm thinking the flask
They're
is
not
lying to me
useful.
now.
That was the thing Keto was going to suggest is like, well, what if the lock is telling you that the flask is empty, but it's not empty? I mean,
No.
nobody's going to place a lock that powerful on an empty thing.
I think the lock is doing its job and is not letting me know no one's getting into this thing. But I think the flask is enchanted to not be identified.
And no, that's what I was just saying. It's just nobody.
I must know what's in you.
And you wait till we get into a safer area than in the middle of the desert where nobody knows we are to try to open it again?
If anyone's watching, by the way, I'm going to preference this. There's a lot of items that for reasons are just sitting around this world. If they happen to find them, it doesn't matter when they find them, they'll be faced with the experiences they bring about.
That's fair.
I think more what Failsy's saying is more that it's locked and she can't open it right now, which will then cause her great discomfort as it's something that she then will not and cannot know because she can't open it.
I'm most assured that there is probably mages back at the Zimodis temple or somewhere in this wide expanse of ocean of a world.
Yes, but that's
That-
not in the.
It's not in the desert right now, and right now, if we tried to break it open or even try to do anything with it, I'm afraid we might all explode. And you know what? I've already been exploded once. Don't want to do it again.
As he taps on the table. Yeah, no chance of breaking it because the stupid lock is impenetrable to being smashed.
I mean, if it's a magic lock, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
Whatever
gonna go take
container
a
it
nap.
is locking becomes invulnerable.
So yeah, I
So,
can cut this open.
so in other words, you literally cannot know what's inside it.
At least right
Yes.
now.
The unknowing is pain.
You know what we might be able to know is something of a reflection of ourselves in about, I think, a few hours.
It's nighttime by this point.
Hmm.
It's nighttime. Let's go.
Ding! Night.
Nope, you guys have been talking for long enough for it to switch over to nighttime. Looking at the fact that this discussion took an hour.
Oh, that's
So,
very exciting.
Let's go and see what this does.
Yep,
Let
so
me pull
you...
the thunderball out of my guitar.
Tonk, 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 tonk.
I got it.
Yeah, it's like that situation whenever something falls into the well of an acoustic guitar where you're constantly just shaking it around to get the thing out.
Just probably lost a few picks and it's like, all right, come on.
Yeah, except it's worse because it's a ball,
Yeah.
so it wants to roll. Several occasions where you roll it and it just goes straight past the well of the guitar. Like, jumps the gap straight past the well. Anyways. So yes, you all watch as the night sky overtakes you. The moon starts to rise and the mountain before you takes on that ethereal glow.
So, Morogun,
Mhm.
what did they say happens with this mountain?
You see reflections of yourself that you may or may not like the answers to. And not to go on during the day because, given that when I told Failsy about that, she's like, basically we'd be like an ant under a piece of glass when you focus the sun on them.
Uh-huh.
Except from every direction.
Yeah, and I already don't deal with the heat well enough. I don't want to be turned into a crispy tiefling, please and thank you.
Yeah,
I have a question.
croissant.
No, ew, that sounds nasty.
It's funny, aren't you already a Chris? You look like a
I've
Chris.
already been turned crispy once this month.
Are we all gonna go in together at once, or are we gonna go in one by one? Because if we're going to go in one by one, I have an idea to at least keep track of us.
Let.
Why don't we go in
Hmm.
one by one?
The actual entrance leading into this place starts off very wide, but does get quite narrow as you go inside.
My idea is that I can cast light on somebody, and then we can track them because I'm fairly certain I can see a light through crystal.
Let's.
We can all go in together. It is all up to everyone else, but I wanted to ask.
I think it might be better if we go in at the same time.
Hold hands.
How about you guys go on ahead? I'll wait outside.
No, Tervente, you can hold my hand.
No, I don't need to hold your hand.
I mean, I think Morrigan would like to hold your hand.
Get her now.
Why don't you want to go in?
He
Let's go.
does not give Keta an answer. He's staying silent.
Hey,
Kata, just
help
Lady,
him in his. It might help him understand why he's been sent on this weird quest for like 3 different gods.
anyway, let's leave the coward alone.
That's the big baby.
Off we go to go see.
I'm gonna see if Fezzi will hold my hand when we go in.
That was a hold hand.
All right.
Off to go see more mysteries. So Fuzzy's happy.
Skipping in the sand.
Da Vinci would just look to Morrigan.
what's up?
I've dealt with a lot of things. This is the one of few times where I feel actually scared.
Admittedly, I'm a bit scared as well. But we've dealt with bigger things than this.
Yeah, I think, anyway.
Plus, we've got bigger things that we're going to be dealing with after.
So you're going to go in?
Yeah, I think I am. What about
Da Vinci
you?
is going. Da Vinci is going to look, seeing Failsy and Keta just skipping along, hand in hand.
They would be out of sight by this point.
Well, if you're going in, and he's gonna hold out his hand to Morrigan.
Just no questions asked, she takes it.
Just leaves Brimstone to hold Lee's hand.
Lee doesn't want to go inside.
Yeah, sorry, it was. I was just joking.
Brimstone gonna come along?
Well, if I don't, Keta's gonna get fucking mad at me probably, so I guess.
So yes, you leave the baby with Failsy.
Morrigan kind of, like, half joking, holds out her other hand to Brimstone, just like, you want to hold my other hand?
I'm good.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, let's go. See what we see.
I'll have to see the crystal, the wonderful crystal in the desert.
All right, so Keta and Failsy disappear inside.
That has cast light on our horns so they could see her at least. At least try to see her.
They disappear inside. The light lost in the otherwise entirely illuminated ethereal glow of the entire mountain.
At least a good attempt.
True, but it's like turning on a flashlight in a bright room.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just a little pink light and lost in the menagerie of colors.
So the chaos
twins.
couple goes in, and then the 3 adults go in as a second group.
Failsy's an
Yep.
adult.
Well, I mean, yes, she is an adult, but she's
Technically.
also yeah,
She's an adult
Legally.
in age.
yeah. What would be legally considered an adult? Yes.
She's part of
Response-
Chaos Crew.
Yeah. Responsibility wise, she obeys the laws of entropy.
All right, so those who go inside. Then next is Morgan and Dervinche
Yeah.
and Brimstone. Before you go inside, you
Okay.
actually feel a hand on your shoulder.
Okay. Just look towards where the hand is.
It's Elway.
Alright.
I wonder
Okay.
if I should go inside.
I don't know if I want to ask why.
You don't seem like the sort to pry.
Yeah, not particularly. I figure if you wanted to tell us, you probably would, so.
To put it simply, I'm old. And even my memory fails me from time to time.
Hmm.
I'm curious what I might see.
I suppose that's fair.
Well, let's go. And Elway will actually enter with you, Brimstone.
Okay.
Oh, poor Lee's out there with Gladriel.
That's fine.
Lee doesn't want to go inside.
Yeah,
Like, no one questioned it, but it was very specifically Lee did not want to go inside.
That's fair.
really
Well-
force him to do anything.
Fella's not going to force it because she has an inkling on what he'd see, and it'd not be pretty.
And Kenta doesn't want to force that on him.
All right. So, checking a thing. Keta or Failsy?
So, do you want to go first, or do you want to have the baby's trauma go first?
I mean, nobody said it was traumatic.
Also, no one said it was your choice.
Also true.
I mean, considering how they're going, I think it might be Failsy going in first, and then Keta following after.
Physical order doesn't mean a whole lot here.
Okay.
So I guess on that note, I'm actually just going to roll a dice.
And while they're walking, Keta just has her hand on the tusk necklace that she made of these tests.
All right. As all of you enter the Mountain of Reflection, it's after you've taken your first 10, 20 steps inside that you realize the person you walked in with is nowhere to be seen. And you are entirely alone in a featureless glass corridor.
I feel like that's disconcerting for everybody but Brimstone, because he's used to Elway just being there and then gone. God damn it.
That's fair.
Morgan? Morgan, where'd you go? You were just holding my hand.
Just warn it.
Like,
Kenta? Oh god, I lost the baby.
Morgan just kind of sighs and says to herself, "Oh, I knew this place was gonna be weird, but I wasn't expecting that."
For
And when
Failsy.
all of you look back, there is no exit.
Oh no.
That's
Oh, no.
fucking weird.
Is there at least a way forward?
Yes, you're in a corridor.
And continuously
So-
walk forward then.
The person to start is going to be Dravinche,
Oh, goody.
because out of the 6 potential candidates, going by the order I can see them in Roll20, because that's the one I'm looking at the moment, I
Fair.
rolled a 6, and Armored is the last one on my screen.
I was like,
Okay.
wait, why are you rolling 6 then? Oh yeah, wait, dude.
Yeah, it's me, then Danny, then Myth, then Failsy, then Andy, then Armored's, and Armored
Yeah,
6. So,
gotcha.
Dravinche,